So Gemini, your week beginning the 22nd of September, still sees Uranus, that electric energy in your sign, squaring off to Venus right at the start of this week. There may be something that gives you an impulse to change your home. It may be moving the furnishings around. It may be suddenly wanting to repaint. It could be decluttering or actually clearing out things that in the past may have been quite precious to you. But you could also feel a little bit on edge, even around a close emotional relationship. Now, of course, we had the eclipse as well, as last week came to a close. So the emotional dimension of your situation is very much to the fore, just as the sun makes its way into a much more demonstrative, warm and affectionate part of your personal journey through the sky each year, joining up with the moon, but also with Mercury, your ruler. So on Monday, even if you have had a focus over the weekend very much on how things feel, about your connections to people at the very root of your world, a more playful dynamic does start to build up. But Mars also moves from an area where it's really seen you strutting your stuff in perhaps a very assertive way socially over the last 6.5 weeks or so, moving into a more practical area. But it does come into a tense right angle with Pluto. If you do feel in some ways boxed in, it may be around those home or family relationships. It may be around other obligations and restrictions. That can be quite hard this week, but what you can do with that cluster of energy in the sign of Libra is use your legendary quick wits and sense of humour to at times perhaps just bring a different energy to an exact moment, or give yourself a bit of detachment, which is possible with the air energy of those Libran players. But if you are a creative, something could start building up for you at this time. But it needs to feel right for you, and that balance between what you give and get will also be crucial. But I think that's where Mars is square with Pluto can actually, despite it being a very intense and difficult energy, in a way it can keep reminding you of the need to stay in touch with that solar eclipse energy. How does it feel, especially if you start to feel that you're getting pulled into doing things you don't really want to do? So as much as you possibly can, do the things that feed your sense of fun, enjoyment and pleasure, the fifth house energy of Libra, but make sure it feels right too. You can order your year 2026 personal horoscope now, get the rest of this year free, also get your life roadmap report, but in my package of 30% off, you'll also get your free general love, Chinese and Indian written zodiac forecast in PDFs for the year ahead. Please see the link below for more.